All right, ready to go here.
Leading
Luis
off tonight
Arias
for San
stands
Diego,
in.
the second baseman, Luis Arias.
Base hit, left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Foul ball there. Next pitch misses, and that's ball one. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy. That one drilled left field. Pulls it in on the warning track. So up next, Jackson Merrill. Ball one, no strikes. Arias leads off first with one away. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Makes the catch up against the wall. Now Machado up here. Line drive. And foul ball. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series. Abreu snags it, and that'll do it. Back in Boston, our starting pitcher in this one, Nick Pivetta.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance. Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
That's a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Rafael Devers up to hit. And that one fouled off. In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that is a big first out. Julio Rodriguez swings through it for strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting fifth.
Now it's the DH, Masataka Yoshida.
The first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Kim, the lead runner, out at second. Edman on at first with 2 down. Out at third, and that ends the inning. Back here at Fenway, new inning getting started. Stepping in for San Diego, Max Muncy. That one ripped but foul. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Popped up left side. Higashioka settles under this one. Squeezes it. 1 up, 1 down. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Hard hit right side. Whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You've got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
That's hard hit on the line. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Masataka Yoshida. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Line drive. Hauls it in for the out. Kyle Higashioka digs in now.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He hauls it in. 2 away. At the plate, Wilyer Abreu. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting 8, the
Rob
left
Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox.
Refsnyder.
And that is that. Back here at Fenway, all set for the start of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Myers. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Elias Diaz. Rodriguez makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And that's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. First
Ball
offering
1, no
misses
strike.
badly for ball 1. Top of the third, no score.
2-0.
In the dirt, blocked. Runners hold. Count moves to 2-0. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab, and there are 2 outs. Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. He's 0 for 1. Line drive, that's a base hit. Myers rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult.
And there's the third out. That'll do it. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. Pavetta back to work. Machado throws to first in time. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning.
Number
Back
6.
to the top of the lineup. And next for the Red Sox, Hesung Kim. Ball 1 there. Kim, in his rookie season, hitting leadoff in today's game. And he's a native of South Korea. Tommy Edman at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a foul straight back.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about
1
taking
ball, 1
second.
strike.
Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Runner on the goal. Pitch
Nope,
misses
inside,
in.
ball 2.
Throw, and they got him. Fouled off. He was late. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Ripped on a line. Duran makes the grab. That is the inning. And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Max Muncy. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it on his own, And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. So digging in, Jake Cronenworth. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
The batter, the left fielder, Ezekiel Duran.
One down. And now, Ezekiel Duran. And that misses. Ball one. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. Buehler deals. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. And that's all they'll get.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
In the dirt. Buehler turns, kicks, fires. Cut on and lifted in the air. Ref Snyder makes the play, and that is that. Back now at Fenway, bottom four, and now Rafael Devers. And there's a foul ball.
These Red Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs. But that hasn't been the case today.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Rodriguez now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
The designated hitter.
So now here's the DH. Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here at Fenway Park, leading off, Elias Diaz. Walker Buehler will go back to work. Lined, and that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Has room, and he makes the catch. Yeah, the batter down. Jackson Merrill.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Fly ball down the line. Refsnyder under it. Makes the grab for the second out. Here's Machado. 0 for 2 in this one. Base hit right field. Diaz headed for the plate. Now he stops and he's able to get back into third.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your...
And that's the third out. Back here in Boston, here's the power hitting catcher, Kyle Higashioka. First pitch swinging.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Duran, long run into the gap. Makes the grab, 2 down. Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox. Way back there. And it hits off the monster. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Next to hit, Connor Wong. Throws across the diamond, and that is the end. And we're back here at Fenway Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's going to be Jake Cronenworth.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one. 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
And that is out of play. Ground ball to the right side. Steps on first for the out. So up next, Ezekiel Duran. Ouch, that one drilled him. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single. Jake Myers. The next to hit. There's a strike.
0-1.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes out into left center for a line drive base hit. The throw to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
That one is absolutely belted. One runs in, and it's off the Green Monster. Coming home. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. This to center field. And he makes the grab. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning. So stepping in for Boston, Hesung Kim.
Baseman, number 6.
Pavetta back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
On the ground, right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. And here comes Tommy Edman, 1 for 2. Arise. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Ranging back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. That's to third. Devers throws on to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Jackson Merrill at the dish now. If you look at his early accomplishments, most start by calling him the youngest player ever to do something.
Yeah, do you have an example?
Of course I do. Jackson Merrill is the youngest player all time with a multi-homer game, including a walk-off home run.
Now that's a good night at the yard.
Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Couple of hits in a row
Now
for him
back,
here.
the
That
first
was one of those
baseman,
swings that
Max
feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Muncy in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Caught him looking for the K. Bottom of the 7th. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Julio Rodriguez. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. And it is gone. So he blasts one out the other way. And they cut into the lead. It's 3-1. Masataka Yoshida now at the plate. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Romy Gonzalez. Now a fly ball to right center. And there's one down. Kyle Higashioka up next for the Red Sox. Left field, way back there. Durant raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. He is singled and he is flied to left. So now a pinch hitter, Connor Joe. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one for strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to
goes to third, in there, and now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Late on that fastball. Joe at third. Ref Snyder at first. 2 out of the inning, and that one missing low. Off the mark there. And it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate.
Zips it to first. They limit the damage here. Back here in Boston, ready to begin the eighth. Now, Jake Cronenworth. On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So digging in, Jake Myers. Up the middle, Kim. One at second. Throw to first, but he beat it. And now it's Elias Diaz.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 25.
In the air, right side. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Lay it home. He's safe. And they're up by 3. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And that'll get down for a hit. And now to aboard to third. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the 8th. And now it's going to be Ha-Seong Kim.
Number 83.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Myers under it, and there's one down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Slice down the right side. Myers coming on, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Rafael Devers. Swing and a foul out of play. The Red Sox trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Way back there. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time. Now that sets up a
toss to Muncy. Rodriguez out of the... Back in Boston, now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Going one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Winkowski measures 6 feet 4 inches. He throws a cutter, a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer. And puts the squeeze on that one. And a quick out, number 1. And that's a base hit.
All over that one right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field.
The flip, there's one out. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. And now the DH, Romy Gonzalez.
Designated hitter, Romy Gonzalez. Now pitching for San Diego, number 19, Mason Miller.
Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter.
Number 3,
Cedar Rafael.
Just looking to get on here. Give them something to work with as they try to make a comeback.
Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Drops a bunt down the first base side. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Kyle Higashioka up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Joe now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
This could end it. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Padres claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. 4-1 the final here today.